Shalom and Chodesh Tov, Chodesh Elul Tov. This is the month of spiritual preparation right before the high holidays, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And we read Parshat Shoftim. Perhaps in Parshat Shoftim, there is a message for us about our spiritual preparation this month. The Parsha begins, Shoftim v'shotrim, Titen lecha b'chol she'arecha asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha. And literally, this just means that we're supposed to appoint judges and magistrates and other public officials within our communities so that we have an organized community and a just and good society. But it's interesting. The Hasidic masters took these lines and they transformed them from the external, meaning to have people who are judges and who are doing other functions to look over us and make sure we're living life well. And they made it about our own personal judges. So for instance, Yeshayahu Avraham Alevi Horowitz, otherwise known as the Shla Kadosh, says, what are these gates that we are supposed to have shoftim, judges, and shotrim, and magistrates governing? What are they? And he says these 7 are your ears, your eyes, nose, and mouth. And he says that basically everything that comes in from the outside world and affects us, we have to actually be on guard. We have to be on guard so that these external influences don't penetrate into our holy inner world. And it's interesting because also Yaakov Katz, another Hasidic Rebbe, said something very similar, which would say, he just simply says, these gates are referring to you, not to things going on out there, but they're the gates into your being. And he says, first of all, we need to judge ourselves before we judge others. And it said something very interesting. He said, don't be very harsh on others in judgment and easy on yourself, but rather the opposite. Be very lenient on others and be very strict with yourself. These are some words of how to think of judging our own actions, our own lives, and what goes on in our own worlds as we move through this month of spiritual awakening and spiritual preparation for the high holidays. Shabbat Shalom and Chodesh Tov.